UFC 314 heads to the Sunshine State of Miami, Florida, where we have a great night of fights. Headlining this card, we have Alexander Volkanovski taking on the young phenom Diego Lopez. And in the co-main event, we have Paddy the Baddy making his big spotlight return against Iron Michael Chandler. To start this off, I believe Paddy the Baddy upsets Michael Chandler and booking his ticket finally into the 155 title picture. If you would have asked me a year ago if Paddy the Baddy would be in this type of fight, I would have said heck no. He has not had a great run in the UFC. He's undefeated so far in the UFC, but his fights have not been the best, and he has a win against Jared Gordon, which many believe, including me, that he didn't deserve the nod that night. But he looked great against El Cucuy Tony Ferguson and looked even better against Bobby Green. This could be the night where he finally shows off his potential and books his name into that title picture. Does he fight for the belt next? I doubt it. 155 is filled with killers, but at least now people will finally respect his name in that title picture. I believe he beats Michael Chandler in a razor close fight and takes it by decision. His grappling will be the difference maker. And I do believe he's going to show a better stand-up game than we've seen in the past from him, as seen in the Bobby Green fight. Up next, we have the title fight. Diego Lopez versus Alexander Volkanovski. Alexander Volkanovski is heading into this fight as the underdog because Diego Lopez has been on such a terrifying run in the UFC. And Volk's last two fights, well, they didn't end too hot, with him looking up into the sky, being left unconscious in the octagon. Of course, they were against two killers in Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria. However, can we really expect his chin to be tested against Diego Lopez, who's been a nightmare of a featherweight? He dropped Brian Ortega, knocking him out, what appears to be knocking him out with the first punch, and then waking him back up with the second punch. We've seen him knock out Sodiq Yusuff in the clinch, and we've seen his Bangaroo fight against Danny Ige. We've seen him knock out Pat Sabatini in vicious fashion. He is a dangerous 145er with dynamite in his hands. Can Volk really take a punch from Diego Lopez? That is the big question heading into this fight, and I will tell you this right now. I believe he survives a dangerous first two rounds where Diego dominates him and maybe potentially even drops him in one of the first two rounds. But Volk storms back, his conditioning playing a big factor, as we have seen Diego Lopez slow down in 3-round fights. We've never seen him in a dangerous 5-round fight against the caliber of opponent like Alexander Volkanovski. And I believe the experience factor will play a vital role, with Volk taking the decision, dominating the second half of the fight, winning rounds 3, 4, and 5 when they matter most. Volk regaining that title feels almost bittersweet at this point. And heck, I'll even throw out there that Flat Earth Theory Bryce Mitchell upsets Gian Silva via submission. Gian Silva's a hot prospect right now. His coming out party was the beating he gave Drew Dober, but he seems a little cocky, he seems a little arrogant, and he seems overly confident. And against a guy in the top 10 like Bryce Mitchell, that can sometimes be a dangerous factor. So give me Bryce Mitchell by upset with a gnarly submission.